The year of reckoning and the art of not caring. The coming year will be your year of reckoning. Reinvent yourself, or be doomed to rot where you are. Like the video immediately. We are on the threshold of the year. Wake up. This is your comprehensive guide to reinventing yourself next year. We use Stoic philosophy and the wisdom of great thinkers. Imagine a life where you are unaffected by the opinions of others and the noise of society cannot reach you. It all starts with the art of not caring. This is not boredom. This is freedom. You become the center of your own world, and the chaos outside does not concern you. Happiness is ready to be noticed, but you must look inside. We are discussing the art of selfishness. Before you get angry at the word, ask yourself, can you truly love others if you hate yourself? Learn that selfishness and self-love are the foundations of a good life. You now have a stronger sense of self. Turn to the deepest human quest. Find your purpose. In a chaotic world, purpose anchors you. Do not find meaning. Create it. Build a life where every breath reflects your essence. Finally, we embrace Stoicism. Define the good life, not by financial success, but by virtue, wisdom, and tranquility. Do not let difficulties break you. Let them change you. As the new year begins, remember that exercise changes not just your appearance, but who you are. Reveal the hidden gems within. Reconnect with your true self. Radiate that energy. The new year approaches as a clean slate. The question is not whether you should change. Are you ready to meet your best version? Do not fear the jump. We are journeying together towards unique growth, wisdom, and enlightenment. 2. Mastering the philosophical approach. Do societal demands feel overwhelming? Are you worried about the unchangeable? You are not alone. Most people waste their lives worrying about trivial things. But there is a way out. Manage life with less stress and more peace. Master a philosophical approach for a fulfilling life today. The art of not caring. This approach is not about ignoring others. It is about focusing attention on what matters, on what you can control, and letting go of the rest. We travel with the wisdom of past ideologies. This is not just academic. We explore calming Buddhism, energizing Stoicism, Kierkegaard's existential courage, Epictetus' calculus, Taoism, and Existentialism. We analyze real-life applications. Not caring in the right way leads to happiness, fearlessness, and a full life. So, what does not caring really mean? This is not detachment. It is liberation from social pressures, fear of the unknown, and the uncontrollable. Focus on your actions, reactions, and emotions. Ignore what you cannot change. That is the art of not caring. Understand your limits. Choose what deserves your enthusiasm. Accept the unknown. Enjoy the present moment with joy. If the world is burdening your shoulders, you are in the right place. Stop holding yourself back. Learn to meet life's ups and downs with calmness. Join us. Liberate yourself by learning the art of not caring. 3. The history of happiness and diverse schools of thought. Before we start, understand the link between philosophy and happiness. Philosophy is the pursuit of knowledge and the love of wisdom. It questions existence, reality, and happiness. Great thinkers have long sought the formula for joy. On the surface, happiness looks simple. Upon closer inspection, it reveals itself to be personal and complex. Culture and experience shape it. However, philosophy expands the definition. Think of the Greeks. Aristotle viewed happiness not as fleeting joy, but as eudaimonia, to good life. Live with virtue and wisdom. Reach your potential. Fill your inner world. In contrast, Epictetus sought pleasure and the avoidance of pain. But do not confuse this with selfish excess. He emphasized simple and natural joys. Peace, friendship, and mental activity. Utilitarians like Bentham and Mill sought the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. Schopenhauer was darker. He viewed life as suffering. Happiness was merely the absence of pain. Reduce your wants to reduce your suffering. Then came the 20th century existentialists. Sartre and Camus. Life has no innate meaning. You must find your own purpose. Reject social rules. Embrace authenticity and freedom. Eastern philosophy, especially Buddhism, teaches that letting go of desire leads to peace. Happiness is subjective. Beliefs shape it. Some seek virtue, others pleasure, freedom, or spiritual growth. Today, we balance these views to find a happy life. Philosophy offers not just answers, but questions. Open your mind. Question what you know. 4. Stoicism, Epicureanism, and the dichotomy of control. Now, Stoicism, founded by Zeno, perfected by Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Their wisdom is enduring. Focus on self-discipline, virtue, and reason. You cannot change events, only your reaction to them. Control what you can, discard the rest. This is the art of not caring. The former slave Epictetus defined his power. Some things are within our power: opinion, motivation, desire. Others are not. Body, property, reputation. Master this contrast. Focus your energy on what you can manage. Be indifferent to the rest. This is not laziness. This is prioritization. Do not grieve over the unchangeable. Align with nature. Look at Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He possessed immense power but knew it was temporary. He wrote, "Very little is needed for a happy life. It is all within yourself. Value inner peace over external praise." Seneca adds to this. Do not be crushed by difficulties or intoxicated by success. True happiness is enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. Be content with what you have. Build your character. Be at peace with the world. Know where to focus. Enter the garden of Epicurus. Epicureanism is not excess. It is tranquility, freedom, and friendship. Pleasure is the goal, but not every pleasure is valuable. Distinguish between kinetic pleasure, satisfying a desire, and catastematic pleasure. Painless contentment. The best life maintains this contentment. Reject artificial desires. Epicurus encouraged a simple life. The desire for money, fame, or power stems from the expectations of others. These desires harm you. They are endless. To make a man happy, do not add to his riches. Subtract from his desires. Conquer the fear of death. Epicurus' death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. Do not fear a necessary part of life. Live freely in the present. Understand your desires. Control them. Disregard opinions. This makes room for joy. Happiness comes from inner peace, not possession. Value simple pleasures. 5. Existential leaps, detachment, and the Übermensch. We travel to 19th century Denmark and the father of existentialism, A.C. Ren Kierkegaard. He focused on the individual, anxiety, and subjective truth. You must navigate life alone. Explore despair and the search for meaning. Face the absurd with a leap of faith. Embrace uncertainty to find purpose and defeat despair. Make choices without knowing the outcome. Anxiety comes from the unknown. But what if you stop caring about chance? Take a leap. Make your decisions with courage. Kierkegaard said, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Learn from the past, but do not obsess over the uncontrollables of the future. Stop the paralyzing worry. Live the moment fully. Act according to your values. Authentic living requires courage. Deal with the unknown not by predicting it, but by embracing it. We traveled to ancient India. Siddhartha Gautama. The Buddha offers a path to awakening. Happiness is not pleasure or getting what you want. It is a deep and lasting well-being born of inner peace and wisdom. This happiness is immune to external factors. The Four Noble Truths explain suffering. Suffering stems from tanha, desiring more than what is. We suffer because we cling to things that can change. The solution is detachment. Detachment is not avoidance. It is accepting that everything changes. Let go of people, objects, and ideas. Do not cling. Feel joy and pain, but do not be controlled by them. Connect deeply while things last, but do not suffer when they disappear. Enjoy the seasons without getting caught in the storm. You only lose what you cling to. Let go. Stop worrying about the temporary. This eliminates self-inflicted pain. Find lasting happiness. Practice detachment to live an open and free life. We return to Germany and Friedrich Nietzsche. He attacked traditional morality and affirmed life. Accept life as it is, including problems, doubts, and conflicts. Embrace it not with resignation, but with joy. Traditional morality suffocates you. Reject herd morality. Not caring about social rules is not apathy. It is self-overcoming. Transcend conditioned beliefs. Find your own values. Become the Übermensch, the Overman. Overcome yourself. Create your own morality. Nietzsche commanded, "Man is something that must be surpassed." These are words of action. Do not let external standards limit you. Set your own values. Accept the chaos of life. 6. Practical application and the art of selfishness theory is useless without action. How do we apply this? First, identify what you care about. Use the Stoic distinction. Control your thoughts and actions. Let go of the rest. This creates freedom. Second, embrace doubt. Uncertainty is opportunity. Stop trying to predict everything. Take Tilly. Third, confront social standards. Do your stresses align with your values? Reclaim the freedom to choose your path. Fourth, accept the absurd. Create your own meaning in work and relationships. Find joy in the struggle. This journey is hard. It requires patience and self-compassion. Feel the fear, but do not fight it. Learn from it. Practice mindfulness. Be fully there without judgment. Observe your thoughts. Sit quietly. Focus on your breath. Cultivate acceptance and non-attachment. Not caring means finding your soul, despite the noise. Be brave. Reflect on this journey. We moved from Roman Stoics to existentialists. We learned the Stoic dichotomy of control. We absorbed Epicurus's wisdom on desire. We took Kierkegaard's leap of faith. We adopted Buddhist detachment. We accepted Nietzsche's challenge of self-overcoming. We learned to embrace the absurd with Sartre and Camus. This is just the beginning. The art of not caring is a way of life. It requires patience and courage. Determine what serves your highest good. Let go of what doesn't. Go outside. Learn not to care. Reclaim your freedom. Find your soul. Do you feel guilty when you rest? Do they call you selfish for prioritizing your needs? We must address this. We are exploring the intersection of self-love and selfishness. We will study thinkers who questioned the status quo. Society tells you lies about self-love. Like the video immediately, we will decode the hidden wisdom of Nietzsche, Rogers, Maslow, Aristotle, Rand, Sartre, Buddha, and Fromm. They changed the world. Now they will change you. You are told to be kind and selfless, yet you are told to love yourself. These mixed messages breed guilt and confusion. We end this today. To succeed in business and life, you must master self-love and selfishness. Set boundaries. Make time for yourself. Do not apologize for it. I once sacrificed my health to avoid being called selfish. I destroyed my rest and fun to serve others. Philosophy and psychology woke me up. These lessons saved my career and sanity. Whether you seek personal growth or professional success, pay attention. We will destroy the myths. We will discover your place in the world. Self-love is not a spa day or a fancy meal. It is a deep and fundamental respect. It is accepting your flaws and recognizing your worth. It is not perfection. It is being at peace with your humanity. Treat yourself with the patience you show others. This is not arrogance or conceit. It is vital maintenance. Take care of your body. Keep your mind active. Now, address the word selfish. Society demonizes it. We are not talking about harming others or being careless. We are talking about healthy selfishness. Make choices that benefit your well-being, even if it annoys others. Say no when you are busy. Follow your dreams against social rules. Put yourself first. This is not a luxury. It is a necessity. To truly love yourself, you must be selfish. You must prioritize your needs. Self-love and healthy selfishness are two sides of the same coin. They build resilience and inner peace. We will examine how these ideas evolved throughout history. We do not encourage hurting others. We encourage a balanced self, where you defend your value. Imagine your mind as a garden. A garden needs care to grow. Self-doubt and negative talk are poison. Self-love is the defense. It validates your feelings. It prevents you from suppressing emotions. It gives you the courage to face life head-on. Under stress, you do not break. You stand tall. Healthy selfishness is the maintenance of this garden. It is the act of making time for yourself. It is the courage to set boundaries. Learn to say no. Stop trying to please everyone. That road leads to ruin. Say no to what drains you. Together, self-love and selfishness create a mental health fortress. You become grounded, not swayed by external opinions. You balance your wants with the needs of others. 7. Psychological and philosophical foundations of self-worth. We start with Carl Rogers. He revolutionized humanistic psychology. He taught unconditional positive regard. This is the highest level of growth. You must love yourself completely, regardless of your condition. This is not ego. It is not seeing yourself as superior to others. It is trusting your own experience. Rogers argued that self-love should not depend on results or other people. It must be innate. When you love yourself unconditionally, you make growth safe. You learn from mistakes. You develop an internal compass. You realize you are not a fixed object, but a constantly evolving force. Embrace who you are and who you are becoming. Next, we examine Abraham Maslow. He created the hierarchy of needs. At the peak is self-actualization. This is the process of reaching your full potential. You cannot reach the peak if you starve the bottom. You must first meet your basic needs for safety and esteem. In Maslow's view, loving yourself is essential to climbing this ladder. Self-care is a form of healthy selfishness. To receive respect from others, you must respect yourself. Seeking your best self is a duty. It is not arrogance. It is the path of growth. Maslow included transcendence, helping others, but you must help yourself first. We return to Aristotle. He defined eudaimonia, a good life. This is not fleeting pleasure. It is living with virtue and reaching your potential. Self-love is critical here. It is not about greed. It is about wanting what is good for your soul. Aristotle taught reasonable self-interest. You are a rational human being. To love yourself, you must seek wisdom and be your best version. This benefits society. If you are an artist, master your craft. If a job drains you, leave it. Choose the path that brings true fulfillment. This is not just okay. It is necessary. Now we confront Ayn Rand. She preached the virtue of selfishness. She argued that your happiness is the highest moral purpose. This is objectivism. It is a rational selfishness. You have a duty to look out for yourself. This does not mean harming others. It means not sacrificing yourself for them. Be rational. Do not act on whims. Act for your long-term survival. Rand argued that a truly selfish person would not lie or steal because it harms the self. You must have self-esteem. Stay true to your ideals. A society with rational selfishness is a free society. It is a place where rights are respected. We return to Epictetus and the Stoics. They teach that virtue and reason are the keys to happiness. You cannot control events, only your reaction. This is the ultimate self-care. Keep your cool focus on what you control. Epictetus taught inner freedom. Distinguish between your controlled thoughts and uncontrolled external events. Self-control is not just avoiding temptation, it is mastering your reaction. Your happiness is determined by your mind, not your circumstances. Stoicism demands that you look after your soul, meditate, reflect, cultivate your reason. This is self-love. If a project at work fails, control your effort, not the outcome. Your value is in your character, not your reputation. Jean-Paul Sartre guides us through existentialism. He declared that existence precedes essence. You are free to define yourself. This freedom is a burden and a gift. You are responsible for your life. You cannot blame others. Authenticity is Sartre's command. Live your truth despite social pressure. This is self-love. It is the courage to be real. Do not ignore others, but do not be their slave. Be honest about your needs. Choose the career that fulfills you, not the one that pays the most. Own your decisions. We go east to the Buddha. He taught the middle way. This is the balance between excess and deprivation. Extreme poverty fails. Extreme wealth fails. Walk the path of balance. In Buddhism, self-love is looking after your well-being. It is avoiding the extremes of narcissism and neglect. Selfishness is only bad when it breeds greed. Healthy selfishness cultivates compassion. Meditation is an act of healthy selfishness. It is time dedicated solely to your mind. It fosters balance. Take care of yourself so you can walk the path. Finally, we look at Erich Fromm. He viewed love as an art. It requires discipline and concentration. It is not a passing emotion. It is a practice. In the art of loving, he argues you must overcome narcissism. But first, you must have the capacity to love yourself. Erich Fromm destroys the dangerous myth that self-love is arrogance. Like the video immediately, Fromm emphasized that loving yourself and loving others are inseparable. You cannot hate yourself and love another. Fromm wrote, "In the experience of love lies the only answer to being human, lies sanity. Sanity depends on your capacity to love yourself." He argued that mental health depends on this capacity. In a practical sense, balance care for yourself with care for others. Reject narcissism. Listen actively. Be patient with your flaws. Embrace introspection. Fromm transforms self-love from a selfish act into a vital step toward a healthy life. Reflect on the mosaic of ideas we have uncovered. Carl Rogers linked self-love to self. Abraham Maslow placed it high on the hierarchy of needs. Aristotle sought eudaimonia through personal excellence. Ayn Rand demanded rational selfishness as a moral purpose. Epictetus commanded self-control and inner freedom. Jean-Paul Sartre demanded authenticity. Buddha taught the middle way. Fromm united them. They all agree on one truth. Self-love is not arrogance. It is a crucial part of human well-being. Selfishness is reframed as healthy boundary setting. You cannot pour from an empty cup. To enrich the world, nourish yourself. Let these masters guide you. Create a balance that fosters personal growth. Self-love is the catalyst for a meaningful life. 8. Existential rebellion and defining meaning. Have you ever stared into the abyss and asked, "Who am I?" You touched existentialism without knowing it. Imagine floating in the cosmos. Earth is a speck. It feels absurd. Good. This insignificance is where true philosophy begins. Existentialism is the search for the self through free will. It rejects the idea that the universe carries an innate meaning. The universe offers no truths, You must create them. You must navigate without a map in this vast, indifferent void, born from the chaos of the 19th and 20th centuries. This philosophy is a rebellion. We follow two giants, Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus. Sartre taught that existence precedes essence. You are not born with a mission. You create your essence through action. Camus viewed the universe as indifferent. He did not despair. He rebelled. He found freedom in the absurd. We will dive deep into their minds. The roots of this thought trace back to Kierkegaard and Nietzsche. Kierkegaard argued that truth is subjectivity. Experience is personal. Nietzsche destroyed established values. He demanded you create your own values. However, World War II shaped modern existentialism. Despair, the Holocaust, and the nuclear threat shattered certainty. We were forced to reassess our place. Existence, but I say this, isn't. This revolutionary idea claims you are born as a blank slate. You define yourself. Simone de Beauvoir applied this to the experience of women. From Dostoevsky to Kafka, literature echoed this despair. Existentialism is the answer to a world gone mad. Jean-Paul Sartre, rising from an orphanage to a philosopher, defined the movement. He served in the war, faced imprisonment. He declared, "You are radically free. There is no external source of value. Your actions define humanity." This freedom is terrifying. It presents the choice of suicide or responsibility. Do not fall into bad faith. Do not blame your genes or society. You are responsible. Recognizing your rights is the first step to a real life. Sartre explored nothingness. Consciousness separates you from the world. It allows you to transcend. In Being and Nothingness, he described the conflict between being and consciousness. Hell is other people. This does not mean hating everyone. It means their gaze objectifies you. It limits your freedom. Philosophy is action. Use your freedom to fight injustice. In the novel Nausea, Quentin realizes the world does not care. He wants to vomit. Every existing thing is born without reason, prolongs itself out of weakness, and dies by chance. How do we deal with this? Embrace the freedom it offers. You are free. Build your own reasons. Albert Camus, born in poverty, fought fascism. Erected the existentialist label. He preached the absurd. The absurd is the conflict between your need for meaning and the silence of the universe. Look at Sisyphus. He rolls the boulder forever. We must imagine Sisyphus happy. The struggle is enough. Revel against the absurdity. Keep living. Validate your dignity. Create your own morality. Camus found value in the sun and the sea. In the novel, the stranger Meursault embodies indifference. He does not cry at his mother's funeral. He kills without reason. I had lived my life one way and I could just as well have lived it another. Life is a series of random choices. Camus forces you to find meaning in a world without a moral code. Face the absurdity. Revolt. How does this apply to you? Sartre demands you embrace radical freedom. Stop following societal trends. You are not bound by your past. Choose your career and relationships not by pressure, but by authentic desire. Camus tells you to face the absurd. Do not seek false hope. Create personal values. Rebel against failure. Use setbacks to grow. Find purpose. We are our choices. Do not look outside for answers. Look in the mirror. Create your purpose through action. Measure success not by money, but by authenticity. Engage deeply with your passions. Existentialism does not give easy answers. It gives you the pen to write your own story. Go out with determination. Live deeply. Live authentically. 9. The wisdom of Seneca. Resilience in chaos. Do you feel overwhelmed by the modern world? Are you seeking peace? There is a path. Stoicism. This ancient philosophy is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Control your emotions. Handle differences with grace. Focus on what you can control and accept what you cannot. Seneca invites you to walk through the fire. Like the video, immediately. Seneca was a philosopher, a politician, and an advisor to Emperor Nero. Yet his power lies in his writings. Letters from a Stoic serves as a timeless guide for the art of living. These are not theoretical musings. They are weapons for your daily life. They offer a map to find peace in a chaotic world. The world has changed since Rome, but human fear remains the same. Distractions bombard us. The Stoic principle of focusing on what you control is your lighthouse. Clear your mind. Direct your energy not to the noise around you, but to your actions. This brings peace in the middle of chaos. Society equates success with money and popularity. Seneca reminds us that true wealth is virtue and wisdom. Rethink success. Strive for personal growth and moral living. Talk about death. Face your mortality to live purposefully. Control your emotions. Seneca said, "Fire tests gold. Suffering tests strong men." This comparison captures the Stoic view of hardship. Just as fire purifies gold, adversity strengthens character. Do not seek hardship, but use it when it comes. The global pandemic was a fire. Job loss is a fire. Heartbreak is a fire. These are painful, but they are opportunities. Do not suppress the pain. Accept it. Use it to forge a stronger self. You cannot control the event, only your reaction. Practice mindfulness. Be fully present in your work and your rest. Enjoy the experience without distraction. Audit your daily routine. Are you spending your time on meaningless things? Eliminate the unnecessary. Every wasted minute is a theft from your life. Value your breath. Do not live for the future. Life is happening now. Seneca's warning on the shortness of life is a wake-up call. Stop procrastinating. Seneca valued connection. He said, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." Empathy is the core. Listen. Share. See the world through their eyes. In a digital world, we are emotionally distant. You must bridge that gap. Quality is more important than quantity. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Understanding others prevents conflict. Seneca called anger stupefying. There is nothing more stupefying than anger, nothing more bent on its own strength than Gary's, self-centered and destructive. It hurts you more than your enemy. Detach from it. Identify your triggers. Use reason to clear the red mist. Ask yourself if this reaction is useful. Walk away. Breathe. Control your reaction, or it will control you. Virtue is nothing else than right reason. This is the peak of human ethics. Virtue is superior to wealth, reputation, or pleasure. Make ethical decisions. Seek knowledge. Reflect on your actions daily. Do you act with integrity when no one is watching? Stand against injustice. Build resilience. A virtuous person faces difficulties with calmness. Seneca challenged the definition of wealth. He declared, "There is no one more unhappy than he who has never faced adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." A life without struggle is empty. You cannot prove your endurance without being tested. Wealth breeds complacency. True wealth is a rich inner world. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It is the ability to manage them with strength. God is near you, within you. Live in harmony with nature. Recognize the rationality within yourself. Use your reason to navigate life. Accept the natural order of the universe. Flow with the cycles of birth and death. Acknowledge your connection to the whole. Honor the divinity within by living with integrity. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Poverty is not a lack of money. It is a lack of discipline. Unchecked desire is a prison. Master your wants. Find contentment in what you have. Constantly examine your desires. Do they align with virtue? Control them before they control you. Accept death. Practice amor fati, the love of fate. Death is not a disaster. It is a natural release. Do not fear the end. Let the awareness of mortality sharpen your focus. Every moment is a gift. Live fully because you will die. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Fear lives in the future. It is a ghost. Distinguish between what you control and what you do not. Ground yourself in the present. Question your fears with logic. Acceptance destroys anxiety. Seneca advised us to walk, strengthen the mind with an open sky and fresh air. This is not about luxury. It is about renewal. Step out of your routine. Open yourself to new perspectives. Break mental stagnation. Travel is a journey of the soul. We have drawn 11 lessons from the master. Hardship is a tool. Time is fleeting. Friendship requires empathy. Anger is weakness. Virtue is supreme. True wealth is internal. Nature is our guide. Discipline frees us. Death is natural. Anxiety is a lie. Travel renews the mind. These are not just words. They are a guide. Apply them. Live with purpose.